Have you ever found yourself just lying awake, maybe late at night,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly it's like, I don't know, every single insecurity you have decides to just crash the party in your head?
Oh, yeah, that feeling.
That little voice saying you're not quite good enough, or maybe this intense pressure, to be the best at literally everything.
It's relentless sometimes.
It's this internal tug of war, right? Constantly second guessing yourself, battling that self-doubt. It's exhausting, isn't it?
It really is. And it's pretty much universal, that experience, this search for who we are, for purpose. And it gets complicated, not just by what others expect, but honestly, often by the stories we tell ourselves.
Exactly, the critical voice inside.
We're always trying to measure up, even maybe especially to our own standards.
Well, that's actually what we're digging into today. This whole deep dive is about exploring something really profound, but also like incredibly simple. The power of just being authentic, being who you are. And our main source for this, our guide, if you will, is the really insightful lyrics from Michael Franti and Spearhead.
Yeah.
Their song, Be Who You Are, specifically from the official music video.
Ah, okay. That's a great choice. What's so striking about those lyrics, I think, is how they take these, well, pretty complex psychological struggles
Right.
and just distill them down into simple, almost actionable wisdom. It cuts right to the heart of self-acceptance. It really does.
I totally agree. Reading them, it feels almost like you're having a chat with a really wise friend, Someone guiding you through the insecurities, helping you just sort of brush off the outside noise.
Yeah.
The language is so direct, so relatable, it just hits home.
And the message itself, it's timeless, isn't it?
Yeah.
This human struggle, trying to define ourselves, trying to quiet that doubt, that's not new. It spans generations. The song taps into something really fundamental that I think we all wrestle with.
Okay, so let's unpack it. The absolute core, repeated like a mantra almost, is be who you are, nothing more and nothing less.
Simple but powerful.
Right. And then it adds, don't try to second guess. But here's the bit that really kind of shifts your perspective. You ain't got to be the best. All you got to do is be who you are, and you will find the very best in you. What's your take on that? I mean, it seems to fly in the face of everything we're usually told about self-improvement.
It absolutely does. It's a radical redefinition of what our very best even means. We're so conditioned, aren't we, to think our best is some external thing, a job title, a grade, looking a certain way, fitting in.
Ticking the boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the song argues it's more of an internal state. It's about congruence, aligning with who you fundamentally are, not trying to become someone else's version of perfect.
Okay, so alignment, not achievement.
Precisely. And that subtle shift, it means the effort isn't about achieving some ideal. It's about uncovering and allowing what's already there inside you.
Uncovering and allowing. I like that.
And paradoxically, that's what unlocks a more authentic, more sustainable kind of best than, chasing external goals ever could.
That distinction is huge. Achieving versus uncovering. The song even gets really specific about that internal struggle, doesn't it? It says, woke up all alone in the night, and I don't know what to do. I lit a candle to try to handle another battle with the truth. Another battle with the truth. Wow, that resonates. That feeling of grappling with your own reality, maybe uncomfortable truths, especially when it's just you and your thoughts.
Yeah, that line really shows that authenticity isn't always, sunshine and rainbows. It can feel like a genuine fight.
Right.
Confronting those hard truths about yourself, or maybe the gap between who you are and who you think you ought to be.
Right.
And the song just nails this feeling later. All my insecurities are laughing at me. Too old, too young, too dumb to become who I thought I was meant to.
Oh, man, that list.
It's so specific, right? Listing these inner critics, but it's also something basically everyone feels.
That too. It really is like the universal bingo card for self-doubt. Too old, too young, too dumb. I mean, who hasn't felt too something? But what about the outside stuff? The external pressures. The song touches on it, talking about sometimes in the world there's a fight and it starts inside of me. Riding home on the bus, I was cuss that just another ride for me.
The everyday stuff?
Yeah, it's not always some big dramatic showdown, is it? Sometimes that fight just kicks off inside when you're, I don't know, just on the bus, feeling that subtle pressure to fit in, maybe be quieter, don't stand out too much. How does the song suggest we deal with those kinds of pressures, the everyday ones?
Right. Well, this is where it offers a really powerful counter, like an antidote. It frames it as wisdom from my mama, which is, don't you believe him? She said, don't even see them. She said, there's no reason to hide any light in you.
Don't even see them. That's interesting. It's like an act of disengagement. It's not suggesting you fight back outwardly, but more like internally choosing where you put your focus, acknowledging your own worth, your own light, and just deciding not to let the external static dim it.
No reason to hide any light in you. That's such a beautiful image.
Yeah.
Really empowering. It suggests that who you are, your authentic self, it's inherently good, it's valuable, it deserves to be seen.
Exactly.
It's about letting go of that fear of judgment, maybe, and just embracing what makes you unique. And tying this back to the main theme, the song just keeps coming back to this core idea. The path to your best self isn't through striving or competing, but just through being, simply being who you are.
Precisely. It offers this simple but really deeply impactful way to think about well-being. It's not about hitting some fabricated benchmark of success. It's about finding peace, finding strength in the person you already are.
Okay.
And that repetition, you will find the very best in you. It feels less like a promise of external rewards and more like an internal discovery, something you realize within yourself. An internal discovery.
Yeah. And, while the song is fantastic at emphasizing this radical self-acceptance, it's maybe worth adding, authenticity isn't about staying stuck either.
Good point.
It's more like you build this solid foundation of self-knowledge, of self-acceptance, and then that allows you to grow and evolve in a healthy way. Rather than trying to grow because you feel inadequate or you're comparing yourself, it comes from a place of strength, not deficit.
That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, let's bring this home for you, the listener. What this deep dive into Be Who You Are really hammers home is this: true fulfillment. Unlocking your potential. It's probably not about chasing some external idea of being the best.
Right.
It's really about radical self-acceptance. The song shows how facing those internal battles with the truth, like we talked about, and learning to tune out the external judgment, those are crucial steps, really crucial.
It's such a profound reminder, isn't it, that the path to feeling whole, feeling capable, it really involves looking inward first, not outward. And the comfort, the direction that message gives, especially when you're doubting yourself, it's huge. Just hold on to that powerful advice.
Yeah.
Don't you believe them? Don't even see them. There's no reason to hide any light in you.
So here's something to maybe sit with. If finding the very best in you isn't really about achievements or what other people think, but simply about embracing who you already are, well, what's one small step, maybe even a tiny one, you could take today? A step towards shedding one perceived insecurity, perhaps. Or just pausing before you second-guess yourself. What might happen if you allowed your inherent light, as the song says, to shine just a little bit brighter? How could that shift maybe transform that internal fight into something closer to inner peace? Just something to ponder.